Hi, I'd like to tell you about my adventures with Sears home service repair at trying to fix my Whirlpool range. And as you can see, if I put these things on high here, you can tell that they are glowing red. Sometimes they go on and off. Here, let me put it on there. Here. But if I put this one on totally high, it's not going on at all. This one is going lower right, lower right. Sears Home Repair came over on February 2nd, and they charged me $458.27 on that date. 92 of that was supposed to be for the switch. I'm not sure where they're buying it from, but now since they made me upset, Amazon seems to have a comparable switch for $15. Now I called them on March 11th, and they told, he came back on March 3rd, and when he arrived, the switch that he had did not fit flush with the other ones, but what was the deal breaker is that the travel on it to make it go to high was like to there or to here. And as you can see, the markings are different. I'm not the only person using the stove. That could cause wrecked food. It just wasn't acceptable. And seeing that the price was almost half the price of replacing the whole range, which I'm going to do sooner or later, I didn't think that was acceptable at all, so I told them not to. I know I owe them the money for the estimate. Oh, here, let me just keep this on to prove that it is not working. I'll turn off these switches. And so I signed the document saying that I did not want that. On the 11th, I called them up, and they said that what I signed was only saying that I was refusing service, and you're right, I had to call and ask for a refund. So I did that, and then they gave me another number, which I had to call again and wait online to ask for a refund, and they said it would take 15 working days. If you look over here, I waited until about the 10th. It was April 4th when this was printed up. I had to wait until from this statement date, and that's when I had to call them to get it reversed. Now I do admit that $458.27 is not what I asked for. I asked for what was on their document, which is $319.27. That was an error at Capital One. They can listen to my voice message. They say they record them. That's what I asked for. They said it would take 15 days to process, and as you can see, 15 working days. And if you look down on this Excel spreadsheet, I'm not counting Saturdays and Sundays, that was 23 days. Now, after I got that reversed on the 10th, it took them until April 22nd, which is 9 working days, to ask to refute my um, my claim that the work wasn't done and I deserve some refund. $319.27. And as you can see, I'm putting all the documentation on a burner that's set to 8. Here, I'll set it to high. Okay, please comment below and maybe tell us about some horror stories about trying to get a credit card transaction reversed on your end. I think most companies, when something goes wrong like this, they reverse the charges immediately, and it might take 2 or 3 days to show up. Here, I had to wait, see it didn't show up on my bill, give them a call. Then they told me it took 15 days. I will not be doing business with Sears Home Service ever again. Thank you. Bye.